After a more than 2-year delay due to COVID, we are finally going to take our 12-day cruise plus extension to Iceland and Norway. We start in Reykjavik, Iceland, and board the Viking ship Jupiter. Well, I think it's time that we board the ship. Last step, give them your credit card. Well, we finally got checked in. Still can't get to our room, but time for a little lunch now. Iceland is about the size of Kentucky, and our first activity is a 3.5-hour bus tour in and around Reykjavik, the largest city and capital. It's Tuesday afternoon. The temperature is about, I think she said 56, which is pretty normal. It's a little overcast. And we're at this place called Perlin, but we're overlooking the city of Reykjavik. Population of Iceland is 350 to 370,000 only. The majority of the people live here. So to the left is a pretty famous church. I think we'll be visiting there. But now we're entering Reykjavik. Iceland is lauded as one of the cleanest and most eco-friendly countries. Well, we are at that church. It's pretty high. They have a pretty spectacular organ system here. While this is a pretty amazing church, Iceland itself is not particularly religious and overall has few churches compared to other countries. They have a vibrant and colorful downtown. Iceland is also known as the land of volcanoes and waterfalls. Today is a gorgeous day, bright and sunny, lending to spectacular views of the countryside. Well, it's 10 o'clock at night, the sun is shining brightly. Well, we'll be heading up this bay to the Arctic Circle. Sailing over the northern part of the island of Iceland, we cross into the Arctic Circle. Of course, this deserves a certificate. It's Wednesday morning. We just docked at a town that I can't pronounce on the north side, northwest side of the island of Iceland. It's a little overcast. You can see the clouds. It's about, I don't know, 43 or something. Okay, so this is the port side of the boat. Small town.
This is an old Icelandic house.
They love their flowers, and it complements the beautiful surrounding summer scenery. We visit a colony of puffins. They come to nest in June lay their eggs, incubate them until they hatch and fledge. This takes a total of about 4 months. They can also be found in northern Canada and northern United States. Some of these homes were built in as early as the mid-1700s. Fishing is still a mainstay, and one of the largest fisheries is located here. Back home.
To some of the Broadway song, would that be okay? But I can't help falling in love with you. All that high love, ain't all that low love, ain't all wide love.
So they will introduce the captain and some of the other people on board. These are all the senior officers.
Now they say the cream always rises to the top, and I'm very fortunate to have cream of the crop as my senior management team.
Thursday morning, and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. So we're at this town, Akuri, or I can't pronounce the names. We're just getting ready to dock. We'll be going on a 7.5-hour trip around the area. Well, it's now 8 o'clock in the morning. Akuri, while located only 62 miles from the Arctic Circle, enjoys an unusually mild climate. This contributes to the area's agricultural growth and provides an ice-free port.
We will see the third place in
red light
area, and
all of Iceland is primarily volcanic, but this area in particular gives evidence of past activity. Even today, further eruptions can and are likely to occur. Here we have some lava fields that they say you won't see any place else in the world where the lava is stacked up like this. Again, these lava formations are somewhat unique, that they're so tall. Can't find this anywhere else in the world.
this is actually part of this volcanic system.
Ooh, it's bubbling mud. We actually added some mud flats of some sort. I'll just back out here. A lot of sulfur smell. So you got steam from the center of the earth, or water being heated from the center of the earth. Forms a little steam and bubbles up stuff.
Can you see it?
Well, we're on the move again. We just left the port of and we're heading to our next destination, which I also can't pronounce. There's a little waterfall there. We saw tons of waterfalls and rivers and creeks. After a long day on the bus, we are now enjoying dinner at our favorite restaurant on the ship, Manfredi's Italian Restaurant.
My culinary career path was basically I did the apprenticeship, which is on-the-job training. It takes 3 years. Perfect, of course. Prepare this. Okay. You can add some of the sauce if you wanted to on top. There we go.
We are on the aft part of the ship with a comfortable area for relaxing, and with, of course, easy access to a bar and a Norwegian deli. And one of the things they're noted for here is the waffle. On the way to Norway, Norwegian waffles are a must for lunch. Our visit to the Faroe Islands was canceled because of weather, so we're actually on our way to Norway, and it's raining out. With the unscheduled sea day, one of the entertainers sat down at the piano in the atrium and put on a little impromptu performance. Afternoon tea. See, there's quite a few people enjoying tea and sandwiches. I found some people here. So here's what they serve. Coming into Norway, weather right now is pretty crappy. Well, we're in Molde, Norway for an unexpected stop, as our trip to the Faroe Islands was canceled because of weather. But this is very pretty. Too bad it's not sunny. Following a short bus tour around the town of Molde, we stopped at the Ramsdal Museum. It is situated in a nice park and features buildings and interiors of Molde townhomes dating back to the early 1900s. What I thought was most interesting is how similar this is to our own historical towns. The same, yet half a world away. It certainly demonstrates the influence of immigrants on our culture. Now we are departing Molde, Norway. It is Tuesday morning, and we are in Olden, Norway. Again, it's overcast, and the clouds again are really low. We are anchored and have to use a tender to get into port. Okay, there we go. We're off. That right there is a place where we are going to be going shortly. It's going to take us up this mountain, and you can see the gondola there, and we will be going up, 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 to the top there. We're on the move. It's been cloudy. We took the gondola up to the top of the mountain. Couldn't see a blasted thing. It was raining. And it's 5:30. And we're leaving Olden. Okay, we're on our way.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
No dinner is complete without a little octopus.
We're gonna have some fun when the clock strikes one. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Rock, rock, rock till the broad daylight. You can see this body rocking. This is a heck of a night. Good God, I miss my body. Love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue. Now my band, we're all gonna clap our hands together. We go! Hey! Hey! People all over the world, join hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Viking Jupiter vocalist with...
It's Wednesday morning.
After docking, Susan took a morning walking tour of the downtown area. After a fire in 1904, the city was designed and rebuilt in the Art Nouveau style and is very picturesque. Following lunch on the ship, we are now on our way to visit a local family and learn about the day-to-day Norwegian home life. One notices as we drive around the community that it is neat and clean and the houses are well kept up. Well, we are here. Okay. Our gracious hosts.
Would you like to have a seat over there? That's what all the French say. And our last name is Holst Dyrnes. Difficult. Let's skip it. As he said, we have been living here for more than 50 years. We are both 81.
For many years, she was a tour guide, and her husband was in the fishing industry. He wasn't really a fisherman, he was more like a fish broker. They served homemade waffles and jelly with some different kinds of cheeses, and then allowed us to roam their house and backyard. They do this about twice a year, and they don't do it for the money, they just do it because they enjoy doing it.
As we were walking out, we noticed some black spots from the tires on the hull of their ship, and they have painters out here taking care of that. Now we're on our way. Well, we're at the chef's table tonight. This is where we have a 5-course gourmet meal. Beautiful scenery while we have dinner. All right, we got our main course of tenderloin. We are entering the town of Flom. The population of the town is about 500, and here we come with about 850 passengers. However, there is another ship there that has 6,000 passengers on it. It arrived ahead of us. Well, we're on the tender, bow of our ship, heading toward the shore. Beautiful day. And coming into view is the MSC Grandiosa. This is the big bully that came in just ahead of us, 6,000 passengers. And of course, being the big bully, we've had to cancel some of our short excursions because the tour operator can't supply enough buses. So we're getting ready to go on a train ride. Yeah, we're on our way. Keep an eye out for that. We're now stopping for lunch. We're at a very nice hotel. A nice terrace. This is just outside our hotel where we had our lunch. Pretty nice view.
But it's the main city of the
Now we are going to take a bus
municipality, and this municipality. It's a city famous in the world for extreme sports.
We've been through about 20 already today.
So paragliding is not so extreme. We hope you had a nice trip today.
So we need to get on a tender to go to our boat, ship, whatever.
While Bergen is our last port of call, we have elected for an extension to spend a couple extra days in Bergen, and then take a picturesque train from Bergen to Oslo.
There are two Viking ships. We are the one on the right.
I see that we have an enemy today.
Of course, we have the almost obligatory panoramic bus tour to get somewhat acquainted with the city of Bergen. We are now in the popular wharf area of downtown.
Directly across the street is pier. Our cruise ship is just down there to the right.
Walking through the old wooden city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. They don't think too much of Putin here either.
This is our last full day on the ship. We are in Bergen. Just a short city tour and getting ready to reboard for the last time.
Our last onboard meal at Manfredi's Italian restaurant, and a last view from the ship. Another short bus tour of the city of Bergen, with a highlighted stop at a live museum.
We are now going to the old Bergen Museum. This is fashioned after a typical town. Yeah, here comes my explorer. She's been out and about.
So, does anybody know what my profession is? Okay, so now, does anybody want their teeth pulled out? No? Oh, come on, come on. Your husband wants to marry you with teeth like that. No, of course. Come on. It's done in 30 minutes. Yes, come on, come on. Way, oh, she's getting married.
Ooh, she's getting married? Well, I must say, well, she must pull her teeth out if she's going to get married if she has bad teeth. Say, oh, let me see. Oh, my goodness. You've done a terrible job, dentist. I always. Oh, well, poor little bird. Oh, you know what? I'll take her to my dentist instead. Yeah.
The end of a short skit.
We're standing on the corner. Our hotel is directly to my right. There's a beautiful park, and we're in the central part of Bergen. Really pretty, lots of shopping.
Again, we are very conveniently located, with a nice room with a view of a park and that shopping area.
Sunday morning, well, about noontime. This is our hotel, the Hotel Norge. 1,000 rooms. The room is right there, overlooking this little park.
We had lunch nearby, chicken tacos and a burger and fries.
Hi, Pidgey. Nice Sunday morning. Pigeons are friendly. And they do have streetcars.
beautiful day to walk to the wharf area.
Have a whole series of tents and things. Most of these you buy your fish, fish and chips or fish. And this man here is making paella with all these seafood in there. And apparently, reading the menu, you can buy moose meat, deer meat, beef, lamb, you name it. Know that this is reindeer sausage.
The current exchange rate is about 10 Norwegian kroners per dollar, making that fish soup about $18 a bowl.
A little bit later on, we're going to be boarding this boat here for a 3.5-hour cruise through one of the fjords.
We are on our way. There is the wharf area, and everybody says this should be a great trip.
Some kind of work boat of some sort.
We are approaching this waterfall, and we get really, really close. In fact, so close that we get a little bit wet if you're standing back here. Same with Susan. On the way back, the captain stopped by to consult with Susan. With her help, we got home safely. A terrific trip. Ended the day at the Arches.
Monday morning, 7 o'clock, we're on our way to Voss to catch the train. In our hour-and-a-half drive, we're going to go through 51 tunnels like this on our way to Voss.
Alright, so we're soon to arrive in Voss.
This was indeed a very scenic rail experience. My pictures and videos just don't do it justice.
Well, we're coming into Oslo. Our last bus tour.
I'll be sure to remind you of this as we get there.
Tour.
Then from the sculpture park, we'll go to the peninsula of...
Notice the Tesla car. There are more Teslas in Norway than all of the United States combined. Currently in Norway, 53% of new car sales are electric.
This area here up until the mid-19th century was basically farmland and woodland.
We are on a real walk in the park. Susan's off to take some pictures of some flowers at this park. They have a bunch of these statues that go all the way down.
Although a lot of walking, we really enjoyed this park, and it was a good way to end our visit to Norway.
We are at the train station, right? Our hotel is right next door. But this looks like a good place for dinner tonight. We're gonna probably get a burger and fries.
Time to head home. As we arrive home, there was only one question.